was a peace-loving man, perhaps a bit romantic. He could not understand the uses of power, so when he tried, in order to save the millions of lives, to be the one who would stop the war coming on, he never once looked in the enemy's face, nor into the eyes of the man it had placed in authority, who welcomed this hour as unwittingly Chamberlain gave him the power to do as he pleased. And he thought it such fun that he couldn't help dancing, for it seemed his war, not yet begun, was already won. And after Munich, Chamberlain came home in delight, saying, I believe it is peace for our time. Do you remember the way Hitler danced? Came a nation of hate, one little man with an uncontrolled rage, who thought himself God, and with this faith turned the minds of a people into stone, made machines out of men, for he understood power, forged the nations of Europe in one, near destroyed the continent, conquered the world, near murdered a race which to him were but swine. 6 million Jews buried in piles, 6 million people saved from their lives, 6 million acres of flesh and bone, and what stopped it was blood that drowned the war in a flood of desolation. For after Munich, Chamberlain came home in delight, saying, I believe it is peace for our time. Do you remember the way Hitler danced? Years have gone by, the children born then don't want to see this war again. We want to spread peace and love in the world. But the power was there and the little man came, and I know that this war will descend again. I can smell it coming on every wind. The power is gathering, we need only wait till the leader comes to harvest the hate, to foster the beast, to father the death, to please us and fool us while leading the rest, to ring us with iron and chain down our breath, to harness our children and gorge our heads with hatred, hatred, saying, I believe it is peace for our time. Do you remember Hitler danced? And so I will cry in the growing wind that the dreaded one comes, speaking of love, and the people will make him their savior. He'll forge all the nations in one, but his paradise is the prison of joy, and this time billions will die. So if when he comes we give him the throne, if we feed the monster to make him strong, so that all the world is turning to hell, then we'll learn to die and we'll learn it well. May God save some from the sacrifice.